Well, this is my new Tennessee home, and I'm Joe, and I thought I'd show you a few things. Here's my fall beans. Well, they'll probably be before fall. I might even plant another round of them somewhere. But I had had a skid sitting here with straw on it, that old nasty straw. And when I moved the skid and everything, I thought, you know what? There's nothing growing there. Maybe I'll plant some beans. Anyway, and then these are volunteer sunflowers. Um, I'd had the goats penned up here one time, and they just volunteered. So that's pretty cool. I'll get another round of sunflowers. Here's the beans that I planted after I lost so many beans to deer, and put this netting over it so that the deer would stay out of it. And believe it or not, it has worked. Look at these guys, how nice they're blooming. I even got beans coming on. See them pretty little beans? So I'll be getting a ton of beans out of here for too long. And then over here, I wrapped these up, these beans, and it's worked, but I evidently have I was thinking it was deer reaching under the fence or under the net, but now I'm thinking maybe cutworms, because these are rattlesnake beans, and then some scarlet runner beans on the corners. And I'm really not getting many beans out of here. And every now and then I'll come in here and a whole vine will be wilted, and I'll look at the bottom and it'll be gnawed off right at the bottom. So I'm figuring that it must be a cutworm. Anyway, they're not doing very good in here. I don't know why. This isn't rattlesnake. This is Kentucky Wonder, but this side's rattlesnake, and there's a few rattlesnake in here. See, that's a rattlesnake. See, it's got the pretty little stripe coloring to it. Maybe they'll do better now. I mean, they just didn't do very good for quite a long time. Yeah, I don't see any more dead vines. But look here, you know what this is? Yeah, I bet you do. Deer tracks from last night. Deer come in here last night. Just don't know. I can't spend the whole night out here, but so far, putting this over the sweet potatoes has worked. The deer just don't want to mess with it, or don't know how to mess with it. I don't know which, but it works. And all I gotta say is, it's a good thing deer don't like peppers. Most of them are hot peppers, and I've got a few sweet ones intermixed, so maybe that's part of it. And look at my roselle. I hope I get a bloom out of it. I know they take a long time, and I started them early, so we'll see how it works. And then tucked up underneath there, the first time I've gotten a milk thistle to bloom. I'm kind of thrilled about that too, but boy, they are prickly. And then here, a lot of people call this a weed, but guess what? This is lamb's quarter, and it is a wonderful green. You can make pesto with it, you can cook it in soups and stews, you can saute it, like stir fry it in with stuff. It's really good. And then I've had people ask me about this. This is called Castor, and it produces castor beans. It's also called mole bean, and it's poisonous. I mean, it's really, really poisonous. But it's wonderful for deterring moles, because the roots are down in the ground, and they don't like to burrow through it. So if you, not to mention, look how pretty that plant is. I mean, It's real tropical looking. It's got pretty flowers. I'm going to have a ton of seeds. I've been collecting them. I think, I don't know, maybe I'll offer them for sale, or maybe I'll just give them away. I don't know, but I'm going to have a bunch of them. Yeah, and I don't know what kind of mean bug this is. I need to look it up. But I don't remember having this particular bug before. And this year, they seem to love my kale and collards. They're easy to get rid of, but they're prolific. And I know they're chomping holes in my collards. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I don't do pesticides. The closest thing to a pesticide that I use is sometimes I'll use BT if they get worms on them, and I've used that spinosad occasionally, but I try to stay away from all that stuff. I'd rather just pinch them off and take care of them that way. Anyway, this is my new Tennessee home, and yeah, and see my pitiful tomatoes. They really are done, but they still got, a few on here, so, they're not hurting anything. I planted peas down here on the bottom, so it's going to be a while for them peas to get up any height, so I'll just leave the tomatoes here and let what little dabs left on them go ahead and ripen up. And see, they got that blight that comes on late in the year. It's so humid here, it's a wonder if they've lasted this long. I am totally shocked. Anyway, beautiful marigolds. I got them everywhere. And then I've got, it's called Balsam. And it comes back every year. I planted it once. See here? Planted it once. And it comes back every year. So I just pick and choose where I want to let it go ahead and grow. Same thing with the dill. The dill comes back every year. See? Just kind of how things are going around here today. Yeah, there. See, look there. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out what those are. They're pretty, but I'm pretty sure that they're munching on my cole crops. Anyway, this is my new Tennessee home, and this is my garden at right now, 13th of August, and we'll see what we get before fall. Oh yeah, one last thing. I started some rice early spring and planted it down here in the bottom. Had 6 plants to begin with, and Rooster came in and dug up 2 or 3 of them. Anyway, but it looks like it's putting on rice. This is my rice experiment. If it makes rice and does pretty good, I may try to grow it full bore next year. Yeah, there's a rice grain in there. Cool beans. Okay, now I'll talk to you later.